guys, it's LEGO 9, and today I'm going to be showing you guys this custom Bandai Star Wars Clone Trooper model kit. I've been working on this guy for a month now, I think. I just haven't had time to show him off recently. I've had him done for about a week or so. Yeah, he's based off of an imaginary clone trooper who's part of an imaginary clone trooper squadron that I made so many years ago in LEGO format first. So this is the most recent LEGO rendition of the character. He's Lieutenant Tab from Infinity Squad. So it's completely made up, and I made up these names like 4 or 5 years ago, something like that, so I know they're kind of bad. But I just wanted to keep it the same just for my sake, I guess. And I don't really feel like going back and renaming him because I don't really care that much. But I wanted to make this guy as a Bandai model kit just because I wanted to make another custom Clone Trooper action figure. And I wanted to do, I have like 3 more of these guys, so I want to do like the entire squad at some point. It was just something really cool and nostalgic for me to do personally. So I really like how this guy turned out. So let's just go ahead and just jump right into the video. Like all of my other custom action figure videos, we'll go ahead and just start at the bottom of the figure and work our way up so I can tell you guys what I've done on this guy. So this guy being a Bandai model kit, he was a lot easier to make than a Black Series Trooper because he's less expensive and I could actually take parts off and stuff and work with them individually and stuff like that. So starting off with the legs here, only really paint work I did was the blue around the ankles and the blue knee pads. Then also he does have some blue paint up on the thighs there. It's kind of hard to see since it's being covered by the waistcape there. And then throughout the figure, you'll notice I just did a lot of weathering and scratches and stuff like that using just some pavement colored apple barrel paint there. Now moving up to his actual waist cape. This was made out of some cloth that I had, the same cloth I used for my ARC Trooper 5s, but just the other side of it, so it's like more of a textured feel rather than like a leather feel. So it's just cloth cut up, wrapped around, painted. He does have some casted pistols and holsters. These are not my design. My last 2 custom figures did have my own custom holsters and blasters, but this time these are from Camino Casting because they're a lot better of a scale and they're just better looking in general. And I also got these from my friend Shane, or the Last Prime. He had an extra set of them, so he gave them to me as a little gift. So those are pretty cool. The pistols can come out of these holsters pretty easily. They're just casts of the pistols from Captain Rex, the Black Series Captain Rex. So I think those work pretty well. He can't hold them, unfortunately, just because the Bandai hands are like custom fitted for the Bandai blasters. So I'd have to just do some handiwork on the handles of the blasters here, of the grips on them, to make them so they fit the Bandai hand. So I might do that in the future, but right now I just have him in his holsters because I like having him displayed with the DC 15S right here. Moving the blaster out of the way, I just want to show you guys a better look at the torso armor here. Now, in terms of paintwork, I just painted the pouches blue, then painted the stripe on the abdomen armor, and then on the actual chest and torso armor. Now, throughout the figure, you'll notice I used like a pick tool to scrape off a lot of the blue paint there, give some scratches. I think I went excessive in some areas, so it's definitely something I can improve on later down the road. But I really like how all of like the gray battle damage turned out, and the white is kind of right now, so that's just something I can improve on later. Now, in terms of paintwork, that's pretty much it for the torso. Moving on to the arms here. On this arm, he's got this nice symbol painted up on his shoulder pad, and he's just got some blue paint going around the edges. The actual arm itself just has the blue gauntlets, the blue armor on the hand there, the blue elbow pad, and then just the blue kind of like triangle shapes on his bicep area. On this arm, he does have like these pouches glued on here. This is just E-tape, just wrapped around, and then I dry sculpted each one of these little pouches right here and painted them up. Not really sure what they are, if they're actual pouches or not. I know Commander Bly has it, I know Commander Devis has it, and then I know the Battlefront Heavy has it. I'm not really sure what their purpose is, but I think it was a cool design, so I decided to throw it on there. This arm is pretty much the same thing, just without those pouches around on the bicep area, and then he does have the wrist communicator on this side. Now, the other big thing with this area on the figure is the pauldron. This is a sculpted pauldron by me, so it's not a cast or anything. I just didn't feel like ordering one from Camino Casting, and I felt like sculpting it would be easier on my part anyway, just so I wouldn't have to hollow out the helmet and extend the neck and everything. So this is all just a custom sculpted pauldron using some Procreate. It's really annoying to kind of do those, just trying to get it so it doesn't stick to the arms and stuff, so it's just a lot of like stenciling out areas and then gluing those on and then sculpting over and everything like that. So that's kind of annoying. I got the pouches sculpted on here and then the strap going down to the belt as well. Now the back is pretty basic. I was planning on adding a backpack to this guy, but it turned out to be a little too bulky for him, so I'm just leaving a backpack off him, and I'm going to put it on another trooper later down the road. Last thing for the pauldron, this side is painted in kind of like a darker blue, so it doesn't really match this blue. That's kind of intentional because I don't think Captain Rex's blue matches his either, and it's just kind of like an off shade of blue, I just really like how it looks. I didn't feel like changing it. I thought it worked pretty well. And then that side is just painted in a dark gray. Now, this being a Bandai model kit, it did come with both the Phase 1 and the Phase 2 helmets, so I did make a version of both. But since this guy pretty much only has his Phase 2 helmet on in this armor design, I wanted to just use the Phase 2 at first to show you guys. Now, the main reason why I wanted a Bandai kit was for the macro binoculars, since this guy's design does have the macro binoculars on there. So this was like the only way and probably the easiest way to get macros on a Phase 2 helmet. So he's got the macro binoculars on there. I painted up the actual visor part in black, and he's got the blue stripe. Now, other than that, you guys will notice that there's probably a big design from another clone trooper incorporated on this guy's helmet, that being Echo. Now, I know Echo has pretty much the same thing as Tab has here with these kind of arches, but I think Echo's kind of like angle out more, and they come to a finer point when they touch the fin, and they're like a lighter blue, and it's got like a stripe of blue in the middle as well. So when I was designing this guy when I was younger, I was like, I really like Echo. He's one of my favorite clone troopers, so I wanted to incorporate a design of Echo into this guy, so that's what that is. So it's not a complete copy of Echo's design, it's just a little inspiration drawn from him. So I've got those on there, painted on there, which look pretty nice. Got the blue fin, the blue outline for the actual visor and stuff on the helmet. Got some battle damage. The silver and the little mouth parts was painted in there. The gray of the mouth section was painted on there. The blue for the rivets was painted. Spinning him around, right here he does have a little antenna sculpted on there, which looks pretty nice. He's got the infinity symbol on the back of his helmet there, and then he has the black and red stripes on there. Now, one thing I really want to do with this guy was incorporate a little bit of red in here, just because red's my second favorite color, and I think it separates it grabs your eye just because the red's a lot more brighter and it's just different than the blue and the black. So I incorporated just a little bit of red on this guy, and I plan on doing that with the other three as well whenever I get around to making them. So I thought that was a pretty cool choice, and it looks pretty cool with the shoulder pads and then on the helmet there. So the Phase 2 helmet is definitely my favorite out of the two. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Phase 1. The Phase 1 helmet is pretty much just the same thing as the Phase 2, just minus the macro binoculars. I wish they gave us two pairs and made the Phase 1 helmet compatible with these as well, because you can't fit these macros on this helmet just the way that the macros are designed. So that'd be pretty cool if they incorporated another pair that was fitted to this helmet, but whatever. It's fine. So this guy's just got the same designs painted on there with these stripes on the helmet, the fin, and then the outline of the visor. So that looks pretty cool. Got all the battle damage on there as well. It's got the antenna sculpted on there, just a little bit longer though, just to make up for not having a macro binocular. He has the infinity symbol back there. He's got the little red light on the back of his fin there. He's got that same design that's on his shoulder, and then less lines on his helmet there, which looks pretty cool. I really like how that turned out, honestly. I'm really digging how that looks. I just wish that this helmet could have the macro binoculars. That'd just make this helmet so much better. But yeah, I do like the Phase 2 a little better, but let me know what you guys think. I just wanted to give you guys a wider shot of the Phase 1 helmet on the actual figure, so you guys can actually see what the whole thing looks like with that helmet on there. Just for a little comparison, here is Lieutenant Tab next to the Black Series Captain Rex, and then my custom ARC Trooper 5s. So I think he works really well with these guys. His blue is just a little different from both of them. They're kind of more of the standard 501st brighter blue, whereas his is just a tad darker, and that works, because if he's part of like a 501st squad, that's kind of like doing their own thing, not really working with the entire battalion at all the time, like 5s usually is, and what Rex is always doing. It makes sense for their color just to be a little off. So I really like the way he looks with these guys, and I just can't wait to make the other three to go along with him. Alright guys, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I know this isn't LEGO, so it's probably not going to get that many views, but I still wanted to post something for you guys just because my final exams and my final projects and all that crap is coming up really soon. I'll be out of school in 3 weeks, so that's when I'll be able to actually start working on stuff, but right now school is just really stressful. I've just got a lot on my plate right now. But I have been able to make my Phantom Menace figures. They're almost done. My Qui-Gon is done all the way, and then Maul is very close to being done. So those guys should be done by the end of the semester, so I should have a video for those guys out on May 4th. It's going to be May 4th or May 5th at the latest, just depending on what time I'm able to record the video on that Friday and edit it and upload it in that amount of time. So I don't know if I have it on May 4th, but I'm planning on having it one of those 2 days if I can. So stay tuned for that. I will have LEGO videos coming out very soon. That'll be the next video I make. So subscribe, make sure you're staying tuned for that. After that, I'll be working on the Attack of the Clones figures. I'll be working on the Revenge of the Sith figures. I'll have some, I think I should have a Destiny figure out, maybe some more Game of Thrones figures. And then I've got another project in the works, but that's not going to be for a little while, a couple months or so I won't talk about that yet. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. In terms of other Bandai model kits that I want to make in the future, I still want to make the other 3 guys of Infinity Squad. So if you guys want to check those guys out, go dive into my Flickr. They're somewhere a few years ago. So if you guys are interested in that. And then also, I do want to make a pre-Vizsla model kit at some point. I think that'd be something really cool. I haven't seen anybody do that. I'm just waiting for the model kits to come to the United States so I don't have to pay a bunch of money for the Boba Fett model kit on Amazon right now, since it's like 40 bucks or something like that. So I'm going to wait for that to go down in price until I start on pre-Vizsla. But that'd be something really cool, I think. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you guys haven't already, please go check out all of my other social media accounts. I've been posting a lot of Phantom Menace previews on my Instagram, so be sure to check that out if you haven't already. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.